welcome back to the channel, and bit of a different one today. We're off to Iron Bridge, which is a very, very interesting place indeed. Me and Mark are going to go for a little ride from the CAF. Mark on the ZZR, as usual. And I'll tell you a little bit of news about Malk's new bike once we get off. Yes, good news on the bike front for Malk. He's got himself a CB500. I think I might have mentioned it before, but he's actually physically got it now, and he's going to tax it at the end of the month, so about a week's time roughly, and he'll be on his new bike, or new bike to him, so that's great. And he's looking forward to 90 to the gallon, which is what I get from the little CL, so be able to do some cheaper trips than he is at the moment, although he did say he's getting around about 65 or so out of the Kawasaki, so pretty good. Yes, Iron Bridge. Now if you're not from the area, the reason the place is called Iron Bridge, as you can imagine, is that it has an iron bridge in it. But why would it be called after that? Lots of places have got iron bridges. Well, this iron bridge is incredibly important because it is the first iron bridge on the planet. As you know, around this area it's the sort of birthplace of industry, the Black Country, which is just up the road a few miles, named after the soot from the original iron making and steel making and industry that all originated there. And the iron bridge here over the river that we'll see in a minute is the very, very first iron bridge that was ever made. Well, weather-wise, absolutely scorching hot day today. Probably going to be the hottest day of the year so far. It's absolutely beautiful. I've got my biking jeans on, about time, and just a t-shirt under the jacket, so it's that lovely times where you feel really free and comfortable on a motorcycle without having the need to have layers on. Beautiful. So we're going now into Bridge North, which is just by the cafe. As again, if you don't know the area, the closest town to the cafe, only a couple of miles up the road. And it's again a town that was created on the side of the River Severn, and quite famous for having a railway. No, it's not called a railway, is it? It's a lift that climbs up the hill in the town. One of those, oh, I'll put a picture of it on, you know what I mean, one of those things. Yeah, it's quite well known for that. Yeah, once again I'd just like to thank all the people who have subbed to the channel lately. Incredible the way the subs are going up. Oh, we've got an incident here by the look of it. Police everywhere. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, lots of people subbed to the channel. I think this morning when I looked there was about 1,100, so the subs are really flying. At this rate I'm going to have a huge amount by the end of the year, but I'm sure it won't continue at that rate. But anyway, thanks so much for everyone who's subbed. I'll try and bring you some interesting content right the way through this summer and beyond. Yeah, it's a really nice piece of road, this one. Main road between Bridge North and Telford. And when I used to be in the car trade many, many years ago, Telford was the car auction that we used to come to, so I used to get stuck with the job of driving cars back from the auctions, so then memories I have of driving cars back along this road, back towards Starport on 7, direct from the auctions, most of them with hardly any fuel, some of them with issues and problems. It was oh, the stories I could tell, but we always seem to get there in the end. But yeah, I've driven sort of every car you can imagine along this road. Here we go. A turn offs here for Iron Bridge and other museums. There is I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film. I'll film as much as I possibly can and see if we can get the bridge to show you the bridge. But there's lots of museums here and everything about the industrial past of this area. As you can imagine how historically important this bridge is. It's nothing overly impressive as a bridge, but in terms of its historical significance, it's just huge. That's handy. They haven't broken down there, have they? Not good. Getting back to Malcolm's new bike, it's 15 reg, I think I'm right in saying, and it's quite low mileage as well, so 9 years old, but it's quite low mileage, so apparently in a very nice condition. And it was a family member actually that he managed to get it from, which is always the best if you can. Oh, here we go, Iron Bridge Museums. And even that island there has got one of the what is that? I think that's a pit shaft. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's yeah, it used to be outside the pit shafts. My father, although he's a countryman at heart, was a poultryman. There's actually such a thing as a poultryman, somebody who's an expert in tending to poultry. He actually ended up in an industry connected with this, because he worked for a company that made chain called Parsons Chain, which is in Starport on 7, and he was in a test house engineer there. He used to test all the chain for the pits that were used in the pits. So a lot of people around here in this area are either connected with that industry or have been in the past. There we go, Iron Bridge Museums. Okay, we're just dropping into Iron Bridge Gorge now. And this is quite literally a gorge that was cut through the rock by the river and made the perfect place to build this historic bridge. And ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Just park up here, and that is the oldest bridge in the world, the oldest iron bridge in the world. Fantastic. So it looks like we can just park here, which will be wonderful. Right, so here we are in Iron Bridge, and this is the eponymous bridge, as you can see, cutting through the gorge. Absolutely phenomenal to think how old that actually is. It's a fair way down, isn't it? And the usual collection of school kids that you get here, often from all over the world.
Sorry, I tried to stress all this hospital.
And that's the gorge that this bridge crosses. Oh my God, the Beano.
Pound each.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have the Beano. I used to have Core. You remember that one? COR?
No.
Yeah, I used to have that.
I had the Beano, the Dandy and the Topper.
The Topper.
I can't remember if it was Beano or the Dandy had General Jumbo in it.
General Jumbo?
Yeah, it was these are modern ones, look.
Oh yeah.
He was a little kid who had an army of remote control.
Another? General Jumbo.
22p. 88, God love.
88? Oh, that's late, that isn't it? Oh, the Observer's Book of Wild Animals. I'd have had that in the day.
What?
Observer's Book of Wild Animals. I used to have all those Observer's books. Yeah. Oh, we got a phone box. And we've got a bridge. Well, there's a few bikes here today. The bridge was cast at Colebrook Dale and erected in the year MDCC-LXXIX. I should be able to work that out. I can't. What a stunning little place this is. Beautiful. With such massive historical importance to go with it. The entire setting is it's absolutely lovely. So there it is, the famous Iron Bridge. And if you'd like to visit here, I'd highly recommend it. What an absolutely stunning spot.